Hello everyone, and I have a very exciting chess game to show you in the style of romantic chess. So we have Albert Pulitzer with the white pieces and his opponent was Georg with the black pieces. Marco was a famous and an important Austrian chess master, and Pulitzer was not a professional chess player. This chess game is his only chess game in the database against Marco. So Pulitzer was not well known as he was not a chess professional, as I said, but he was the younger brother of the famous newspaper publisher Joseph Pulitzer. The Pulitzer Prize was named after him. If you are a reader, you probably know what I'm talking about. So, okay, let's see what happened in this exciting game. Pulitzer starts the game with e4, e5, and we have the King's Gambit. Developing the knight g5, bishop to c4, so the King's Gambit was accepted. g4 and white castled, sacrificing the knight, and this is known as the Muzio Gambit. Don't try this at home, this is very risky, but this was a chess game in the style of romantic chess. Queen to f6, e5, sacrificing a pawn as well, but this opens the e-file. So d3, bishop to h6, knight to c3, we have c6, preparing d5. Bishop takes on f4, queen takes. If bishop takes, then pinning the queen to the king and winning the queen. Rook from a to e1. So this is why queen takes, but then queen to h5. So white sacrificed two pieces for the attack. Attacking on f7, check, moving the king, and white is hitting the f-pawn 3 times. So pushing the pawn, but simply capturing, moving the king. And instead of defending the bishop, rook over, and white is threatening checkmate. Bishop to d7. Well, if capturing the bishop, black is getting checkmated. So bishop to d7, and white sacrificed the third piece. Bishop takes, and knight is getting closer to the king and clamping some of the potential escape squares of the king. So white is sacrificing a lot of material for the attack, but that's very risky and too much of a sacrifice. White is running out of material, but on the flip side, black king is in the middle, and black also has to find some of the key defensive moves, so pluses and minuses. And in this position, black failed to see the best defensive move, and he played knight to c6. He is cracking under the pressure. Which move was better in this position? Well, queen to g7 was better. So this move is defending everything, and black is much better because white is 3 pieces down, and black is in the ball game. But knight to c6 was a blunder. Can you see why? White to play and win. Okay, I hope you see rook to e8, sacrificing the rook. Bishop takes rook is the only move. And then queen to c7. So the bishop opens the door to the queen with accepting the sacrifice, which was the only move. And white is delivering checkmate. Queen to c7, check and mate. So this is why in this position, queen to g7 was very important, because if this time rook up, then bishop takes, and queen to c7 is not going to work because black can capture the queen and white must resign. But in here, knight to c6 was an irrelevant move because basically Marco failed to see this very beautiful tactic and black is getting checkmated. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Take care and bye bye.